Right, example 2 wants us to write an equation given the graph. So first thing we need to find is the center. Notice that the center is right at the origin, so it's at 0, 0. The next thing I need to look at is which direction it's opening. So it's opening left and right. The x-axis goes left and right, so I know that my x squared will be first. So I can go ahead and start this. I've got x squared over something minus y squared over something else is going to equal 1. Now, I didn't add anything to x squared and y squared because my center was 0, 0. A is found by counting from the center to the vertex. So I just have to figure out how long that red line is I just made. 1, 2, 3, 4. A is 4. Now, remember, under A always goes first, but it's A squared. B is how far, since we have the rectangle, this is actually going to be very easy to find, but B is how far up that's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So B is 5. 5 squared. I'm going to rewrite this equation as x squared over 16 minus y squared over 25 is equal to 1. Now, let me just point out, if we wouldn't have had that rectangle there, then what we would have to do is we would have to find the distance from the focus to the center and then use a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find b. But since it was there, let's just use it. Okay, let's take a look at another one here. The center now has shifted. So here's the center right there. That's where my origin was. So I always try to maybe put an X where the origin is because sometimes these graphs are shifted around. Alright, so the center is over 3 and down 1, so 3, negative 1. This hyperbola is opening up and down, so that tells me that y's go up and down, the y-axis, so the y is going to be first. So I can go ahead and start my equation here. I've got y minus my y value, which is negative 1, squared, minus x minus 3 squared. Both of these are going to be over a squared and b squared values. We don't know those yet, but it equals 1. All right, a. Remember, a is the distance from the center to the vertex. So there's the vertex, 1, 2, 3, 4. A is 4. So I'm going to put 4 squared under the y. B, again, we have this rectangle here, so it's really easy to see that B is 2. So I'm going to put 2 squared under x. Remember, if that rectangle wasn't there, you would have to, well, that focus is ugly, but sometimes you'll have to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find a missing term. All right, my final simplified equation is going to be y plus 1 squared over 16 minus x minus 3 squared over 4 is equal to 1. And we are done.